FIFA player ratings, probably the most talked about topic when a new game is released for the beautiful game. Remember last year when Paul Pogba had a downgrade of -2? How about Llorente's major pace upgrade? The ratings are always nuts on FIFA Ultimate Team. So today we're going to have a look at the potential downgrades in FIFA 22. First up, we're going to go to Spain and specifically Real Madrid, and I don't like doing this one because I love this guy as a player and I think he's an absolute baller at the top of this game. It's of course Eden Hazard of Real Madrid. Considering Hazard had a really great last season at Chelsea, scoring 16 goals and getting 16 assists, his next 2 seasons at Real Madrid have only produced 6 goals in 32 league games, a major drop off from his Chelsea days in the Premier League. I think he'll get a downgrade of overall -3. However, I think his 85 rated card will still be a fantastic and desirable FIFA rating for the new game. I really think this could be a fantastic card for Hazard, and I wouldn't be surprised if he gets this rating. I think it would be deserved. Obviously, he's had major issues with injuries, and I hope he gets back to his best. But for me, being honest, I'm going to go for an 85 rating for Eden Hazard in FIFA 22. Now on to another player who, in my opinion, has disappointed since his transfer fee of £26.5 million from PSV in the Eredivisie. This is going to be Steven Bergwijn. He's only scored 4 goals in 2 seasons at Spurs, and anytime I watch this guy in a one-on-one situation, he often misses in front of goal, and I just don't think he's been very good at all since that transfer. Again, like Hazard in the previous league Bergwijn was in, he was absolutely tearing it up, getting 14 goals and 12 assists in one of his seasons prior to moving to London, and to only get 4 goals in 37 games, he's getting a downgrade. I've gone for an 81 rating, which would be a -2, and in my opinion, it is deserved for Bergwijn. What do you guys think though? Agree? Disagree? Comment down below. If you score 22 goals 2 seasons in a row in the Premier League, that is amazing, and in my opinion, absolutely unbelievable. However, if you then go and score the next season more than half of those goals, getting 10 goals, then you most likely do a downgrade in the new FIFA. That will be Aubameyang's rating, guys, in my opinion, for the new game, being 85 rated there. Still be a very popular card, probably the most desired loan card at the beginning of Ultimate Team. When I do make my how to start FIFA 22 Ultimate Team video, this guy is forever a loan option at the beginning of the game. I think Aguero and Luis Suarez, and I think it was Higuain one year as well, were always loan player items, but that's the rating I've gone there for, guys. And Arsenal fans won't like this, but I think you might think this is probably quite accurate. Arsenal in general have obviously got off to a really bad start in the Premier League season. Maybe that might add to the rating. I do wonder whether the ratings are final, by the way. I would love to know how they calculate the ratings, how EA, actually manage the ratings every season, why there were no upgrades last season as well. That was really weird. No winter refresh. But Aubameyang, yeah, still would be a great card, but I think it's probably deserved, being, getting 10 goals last season, and in general just not being the player he was previously to the last season in the Premier League. So I've gone for an 85 rating there, guys. Should I have gone more on Aubameyang, or should I have maybe gone less harsh on Aubameyang? Let me know. Now on to a very painful downgrade, guys, that I do not want to do, but gotta be honest, I always say I'm the least biased Liverpool fan after predicting we win the league. Anyway, I've gone for -2 for Mane. I think realistically he might get a -1, as his stats are not bad. They're just not as good as the previous season. So I think he scored 11 goals in the last Premier League season, but even himself, Mane, did say that he did not play as well. Hopefully next season it's going to be a lot better. He has already scored in the new season, but I think with the stat drop off and in general, but even after Mane said himself he didn't know himself what he was doing wrong to not be performing at his top normal standard, I think we'd do a downgrade here for Mane. He might be 89, but have gone for 88. I feel like that might be close. I don't know. What rating is Mane going to be, guys, in FIFA 22 Ultimate Team? If this guy does not get a downgrade, I don't know who else will in this whole video or any in general for the new FIFA. Anthony Martial, I think we can all agree, is an unreal talent. He really is. Got quality up front. And I think that we can all also agree that he's not hit his potential, and we might all, again for the 3rd time, agree that we never know if he will hit that potential with Man United. I think for me at least, I've seen him play obviously a lot just watching so much Premier League footy, and you just know that guy is a baller but just doesn't show it enough, which is obviously as a Liverpool fan absolutely brilliant, but except the time he absolutely destroyed Skirtle. I should stop talking. Anyway, for God's sake. Anyway, let's get back to it. He scored 4 goals in the previous Premier League season, and that is a major drop-off, as I think the season prior, he had 17 goals in the 1920 season with 6 assists, then scored only 4 goals in 22 games in the Premier League, getting 3 assists. Guys, Martial is probably getting a downgrade. If you're a Man United fan, do you agree with my comments there saying that this guy's not hit his potential? Yeah, we all know he's probably got the talent to be one of the best strikers in the Premier League if he puts his just mind to. I don't know what it is. It's just, he doesn't seem to perform that consistently. I've said it for years with Martial. I've always felt like he could be a brilliant striker, but I don't know. Maybe it's the manager. I don't know, guys. Let me know. But yeah, 4 goals to Martial, guys, in the 2021 season. I think he will be getting a downgrade. I'd be massively surprised if Martial does not get probably an 82 rated card, at least -1. Now we're going to be staying in Manchester, and I'm really not trying to focus too much on United, but I've got to be honest and just say Van de Beek will most likely get a downgrade, guys. I think he only played 19 games, so half of the season last season. Obviously, a lot of those appearances were as well from the bench. I'll be honest, I don't know what's going on with Van de Beek and Solskjaer. I'm looking at their midfield and like, that is crying out for Van de Beek with Matic and Fred in midfield, and I can't believe Van de Beek doesn't get into that midfield, really. I think we all know he's got the quality, has shown up in big Champions League games in the past, especially, I believe, against Real Madrid, other teams as well in the Champions League campaign, has showed it for Netherlands as well. I don't really get this transfer because he's hardly played, really, when you look at the transfer fee as well. I just don't really get it with Van de Beek. If you're a United fan, what's gone wrong with Van de Beek? Is it the manager? Is it the system? Let me know. Either way, though, I've gone from -2 downgrade on his FIFA 22 player rating for Van de Beek there, guys. 6'8 pace, 78 shot, 77 passing, 79 physical, 70 defending, and 78 dribbling. Let me know if you agree, disagree. I feel like that's probably a good prediction, in my opinion. Now on to a Spanish midfielder who was voted as one of the best top 30 footballers in the world in 2017. However, has only scored 4 goals in the last 3 seasons combined. It is Isco, a bit of a forgotten man at the Spanish capital, and in my opinion, will be getting a big downgrade as his game time seems to be limited, isn't playing much over the past few years. And have we seen the best of Isco? I feel like we might have in the Real Madrid shirt at least, but it makes you wonder, if this guy was to move on, where would he go to? There is still time in the transfer window. Maybe he might leave still, but I mean, I've got to say, I think he will be getting a big downgrade, maybe even bigger downgrade than I've predicted here, guys, which is an 82 rating. So -2. He used to be an 86 rated card, I believe, in like FIFA 18, FIFA 19 days. And, you know, that is a bit of a sad sight to see those stats for a guy who, again, we all know, like Martial in a way, who has got really, really good talent, like really has in football. And that is the rating I'm going for, though. I feel like I might be accurate with that one. It might be strange to see like Isco 82 rated as the same as maybe like another Premier League footballer who you would never think is the same rating as someone like Isco, because Isco's obviously shown in the past he can be a great player. But I mean, I've got to go for it, guys. 82 rating there. Let me know in the comments, am I right or wrong? Now we move on to arguably one of the best ever Premier League strikers, now playing in La Liga, and he probably can't believe one of his best mates in real life and football, Lionel Messi, has moved on to PSG. I do imagine that Aguero saw Messi at Barca and couldn't wait to play with him, and now he is gone to Barca without Messi there. Really is a strange transfer in terms of Messi leaving, but either way, I've gone for a pretty big downgrade. This is a striker in Premier League history who regularly scored over 20 goals, and in his last season with Man City, he only played 12 games, getting 4 goals. Still, you know, pretty decent ratio, considering he came on quite a lot as a substitute and had a few injuries in that season, do believe. But still, I've gone for a -3 rating, guys, with Aguero getting older, moving on to Barca, and I just think he'll get a -3. I think it's easy as that. I think it's most likely going to happen as well. Maybe an 87 rating, because I think he'll still bang the goals in for Barca when he does play, but I just think that's probably quite an accurate rating. 86 rating for Aguero. Now staying in Barcelona, guys, and I forget this guy's at Barca. I always say it, I would have him back at Liverpool, but the years are getting on now, and in 5 years' time, we might still be saying Coutinho is going to come back to Liverpool in football, right? Every summer, it seems to happen. I'll never forget making all those transfer videos when Coutinho was leaving, and they were kind of crazy times when he did leave. I really didn't want him to leave, but at the same time, we got Alisson and Van Dijk with that money, so it's pretty brilliant how that worked out. Either way, though, he's still at Barcelona, and I think he's going to be getting a big downgrade yet again, as he just doesn't seem to secure his spot. Whether he's at Bayern or Barca remains to be seen. Maybe go back on loan somewhere else. But overall, I think he'll probably get a good big downgrade, which isn't nice to see for Coutinho, but it might be deserved. It's got to be said, it really is strange seeing Coutinho there, guys, with an 81 rating. Will that actually happen? Now on to a footballer who I think we're all surprised got a nice upgrade in FIFA 20 and FIFA 21 as well. This is Bobby Firmino. Now, if you look at his previous seasons, he was getting more goals than the last few seasons, where he's got 9 goals in 2 seasons in a row. However, with that upgrade last season, with his stats and also how he played in general, I think he will be getting a downgrade, guys, of at least -1 or -2. For some reason, I just feel like EA won't give Firmino -2 after all these upgrades they keep giving my team. I think, though, he will be getting a downgrade. Let me know, though, in the comments down below, what rating should Firmino be? Considering his stats, considering how much he's played, what should his rating be? Comment down below. I've gone for an 86 rated player who I still think will be a walkout, if that's the same, rating minimum for a walkout. But yeah, I think that's probably an okay rating for Bobby, maybe 85. A lot of you guys predicted that Thiago would get that rating, but I feel like Thiago is probably at the right rating. If he was 87, I would say Thiago should be an 85, and I feel like 83 is too low for Thiago. But anyway, we're not talking about Thiago, guys. This is Bobby Firmino, so I think he might get 85 or 86. Now on to a player who once got 36 goals in 35 games for Napoli in Serie A in Italy. It's Gonzalo Higuain. For me, this man might get the biggest downgrade so far, with a -4 overall, after he scored a lot less goals in MLS when you think he might be tearing the league up. He's obviously getting older as well, hasn't reached his peak fitness levels apparently, according to his manager Phil Neville previously in the season, and I think he's due a big downgrade, obviously playing in a worse league in the MLS compared to someone like Serie A or even the Premier League when he's back at Chelsea. I think he'll get a big downgrade though, guys, of -4 for Gonzalo Higuain. Now on to another Napoli player, at least who plays for them now. That is Dries Mertens. You guys know I absolutely adore this guy's gold card. Whenever this guy gets a new gold rare card in a new Ultimate Team, he literally has one of the best cards in the game. 85, 87, 86 Dries Mertens is always unstoppable in the first 5 weekend leagues. I love this guy in Ultimate Team. However, after looking at how well he's played in previous 2 seasons, getting 9 goals in each season, with at least 30 games played there, and although he's got 9 goals in each 2 prior seasons with 8 and 7 assists, if you go further back in time, this guy used to score 28 goals in 1 season, 18 goals in 1 season, 16 goals in 18-19 season, with a lot of assists as well. And look at the drop off there in the same amount of game time, and it's like, surely he's due another downgrade. And do think, guys, he'll be getting this card over there for Dries Mertens in FIFA 22. Not a good thing for any Dries Mertens fans. Obviously, the guy is brilliant, but I think a downgrade, guys, is on the way for Dries Mertens, the Belgian legend. Well, there are some of my potential new FIFA 22 player ratings for downgrades, guys. Comment down below which player specifically you think is going to get the biggest downgrade in all of Ultimate Team. Do leave a like if you want to see upgrades on the way to FIFA 22, guys, as well. As always, I will be covering a lot of the player ratings in the new game once EA do release the big player ratings database. Have a special day, and I'll see you guys later.